It's been 1 week since I moved to Malaysia, and we're going to go ahead and recap together what it's been like and just talk a little bit more about Malaysia. I am 7 days into living in Malaysia, and it's been amazing so far. Today, on my seventh day, haven't done much. So, like now, my weekly, like my Monday through Friday routines, are pretty normal. I work overnight shifts because I work U.S. hours, so I'm working the overnight. I get off around 8:30 in the morning, and then basically I just go straight to the gym. After the gym, I'll usually get some food, maybe walk around, maybe not, and just chill at the crib. And that's pretty much about it. Yesterday, I went to go meet a friend from that actually was a friend that I met in another country in Medellin, Colombia, and this was like years ago, like 2023, I think. And she happened to be in Malaysia at the same time, so we met up yesterday, caught up and stuff. It was great to see her. Really cool. Since I do need to like find that balance between like work and having fun and actually learning and enjoying about the new countries that I'm visiting. Like my Monday through Friday is pretty chill. Like I said, it's just work, gym, maybe get some food, maybe walk around, but that's about it. Chill at my place, make content, all that good stuff. But my weekends are what I'm gonna use a lot more for to like go explore. And I mean, I do have most of like the morning day to do a lot too if I am able to squeeze something in. But I mean, I just don't want to overdo it. I have like a month here. I don't need to rush it, but my Monday through Friday is a little bit more strict with my schedule and my time and like going to do like tourist things or whatever because I mean, I'm trying to get that balance. I do work remotely. I do still work US hours, so it's definitely a tough balance. You got to prioritize that sleep. It's the only way you're going to be able to get shit done. So, being in Malaysia for a week now, I mean, I do think that like being in a place for at least 7 days really does give you a good sense of like, do you really like this place? Could you see yourself being here, long term and stuff like that? And I've traveled around the world a lot, so, I've done weeks here and there. Of course, obviously, it's different when you're like vacationing a little bit, but, um, I think it gives you a good sense of like, you've seen if you're really like putting yourself out there, going out, doing things, like you can kind of get a good sense of like, is this the kind of place that you'd want to stay in? And for me, Malaysia is beautiful. It's a really nice place, really clean. The city is well put together. It's got really nice high towers, a lot of green, a lot of trees. The people are friendly, but like, and I this might be more of an Asian culture thing, but I noticed like a lot of people do not look at me in the eyes. Not that it's like they're scared to talk to me or anything. Just everybody is like, because I'm always trying to like meet new people when I'm traveling, so I'm always like trying to smile at people, lock eyes with people. It could be anywhere, just walking through the mall, walking down the street. Always try to be very friendly with the people that are taking my orders and stuff like that. And the people are nice, but like yeah, it's definitely a little bit harder to like make friends here and meet people because everyone is so like to themselves. Also, it's a Muslim country, so Muslims don't drink. Not saying you have to drink to have fun, but they don't drink. And a lot of like the local Muslim people that I've met so far, they're very nice and friendly, but they don't really like do much outside of work. I'm sure they have their own thing with their friends and stuff like that, but trying to make friends with them is a little bit harder than I thought it would be. So or just anyone out here in general. So that wasn't my experience when I was in Thailand. I was in Thailand like a year ago, and it is so easy to make friends out there. But here it's a little bit more difficult. But like I said, still nice place. Food is really good. A lot of great Indian food, Arabic food, Chinese food. All types of different cultural food. I would say Malaysia is a little bit on the like it's very affordable, but I guess for like Southeast Asian countries, it is a little just a little bit more on the like pricier side for certain things. Like food is very cheap. The Grab taxis are very cheap, but the I've noticed like gym memberships are very expensive. Like for the most part, yeah, they're very expensive. Or wanting to like do a tour or something. Not all of them are expensive, but some of them can be a little bit pricey. Little things like that. Not everything, but and then some of the shopping. I've heard I haven't shopped yet, but I've heard it's a little bit on the pricier side. But that's another thing. I need to get a new wardrobe, man. Like, I need light shirts. Like, this is a very light shirt I had from back home that I brought with me, but I need more, like, very light clothing. And I saw a place today when I left the gym. I think I'll try to stop by there tomorrow or this weekend. They had, like, a lot of, like, the more cultural, like, really thin linen clothes and stuff like that. So, may try to grab something from there because I definitely need to change my wardrobe up since I'm really going to be in Southeast Asia for a while, and it's going to be, basically really hot the whole time. Even if it gets back around to the winter time, it's their summer, it's going to still be hot. So, yeah, I really need to a lot of my shirts and jeans and stuff are just thicker material, so definitely need to update my wardrobe while I'm here. Maybe even get rid of a few things. So the country is great to visit. I definitely recommend people to come visit here. I think it's a beautiful place, and I would love to go do more adventurous like jungle stuff, because I know they have a lot of places for that as well. But it's a little bit further away, and for me, like packing and going somewhere, it's a whole thing. Not that I have a lot of stuff, but because I have my work equipment and everything, it's just like if I'm gonna go somewhere, I mean, I could go hop over to an island somewhere and do some jungle stuff in Malaysia, but it would just be the weekend or something or a day. But um, doing that, like trying to pack up my stuff and go stay somewhere would be better. But a lot of the places like that, the connection isn't as good, so and which I need a better connection for work, and stuff like that. So I do have a question for a lot of my Malaysians that are on my YouTube channel or watching this video. But one thing I've noticed, and this is no disrespect at all, it's just a question, but there are a lot of blind people in Malaysia. Like I noticed it like after my first few days here. I really started to notice it because I was walking a lot, like when I first got here because I was more on vacation, and so I was walking everywhere, and I noticed, yeah, you see a blind person with their stick, and then you see, another one, and then I just started to like really notice there was a lot of them, but then. Like I was noticing that, but I was like, thinking like, why is there so many blind people? Wasn't thinking too much of it though, but then I started looking into getting a massage, and then I noticed that there are tons of blind massages, and I thought that I thought like blind massage was just like the name of the place, but no, the people are actually blind, and they give these massage therapists are blind, and they give massages. Now I've heard they're good. I didn't get one myself, but I did hear that getting a blind massage, because it's more like you know with their senses and everything, so they know like exactly what to do. I don't know, something like that somebody told me, but and I hear it's a good massage, but yeah, I haven't done it, but uh it's on every corner out here is a blind massage parlor, and I mean everywhere. Like if I look up massages right now, it's gonna be like 20 blind massages, and then you might see one regular one. But um, so and I went in to talk to a few. Like I went into a few different places just to talk to them and ask them how much it was, whatever. And yeah, I realized there are so many blind people here. I don't know what the reason for that is. I haven't looked it up yet, but I figured I'd ask on here first, and then I'll try to Google it later. But is it just like, I mean, I've heard in some countries and wars in the past or whatever, like you know certain countries have done things to certain other countries, that like you know with chemicals and stuff like that that can cause that to happen into a lot of different countries. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't really know, but these are just things that people have told me, and I just I don't know why that is. It was definitely something I noticed. I'm very aware of my surroundings. I'm very aware of my surroundings. So once I start to see something over and over and over again, I'm just like, "Oh," like, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I noticed that if anybody has an answer or if there is no answer, it's just how it is here. I mean, it's perfectly fine. I just was curious about that. Safety in Malaysia. Malaysia is, I believe, one of the top 10 countries maybe on like the safety scale, like being one of the safest places to live in. And it feels safe too. Like, I honestly feel like I could walk anywhere, I could go down any alley. I could, go for a run, like at late at night, early in the morning, whatever. Like, it feels very safe here. And I've heard, well, I've looked online myself in the past. I just don't remember where on the scale it is, but I know it's somewhere like in the top 10, I believe, of one of the safest countries to live in. And it definitely feels that way. It feels clean. It feels safe. It feels really nice. So yeah, if anybody's ever concerned about the safety in Malaysia, I'm telling you right now, it is very safe. If you're a solo traveler, if you're just a woman, a single woman solo traveling, like trust me, you are safe here. You do not have to worry about that. Yeah, and it's just it's a beautiful place.